time now for things I learned on the internet. Forever.
Yes.
Can I just clear something up first? Because, you know, this, of course, is our last day, but people are concerned about what's going to happen to Bev's heater.
I know.
So, Bev?
Sad to see you go.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to the heater?
So what's going to happen to the heater?
Well, I can tell you, Bev's heater has met a cute little cooling system. And... You know, yeah. So I know you didn't know that, but they've sort of been stepping out behind you. But Bev's heater's had a cooling system, and now I know it's
happiness all around.
So what we've got here is, I think I've done this for 6 years. What I learned on the internet, and I remember it started when my boss at the time, Liz Travers. You know, I said to her, I went to her office, I'm going, "Wow, I'm learning a lot of stuff on the internet. I should do something called Things I Learned on the Internet." Boom.
Done.
Here we go. So these are some of the best, and and I calculated that we've run over 1,500 videos in the time I've been here. But these are some of the best. So I want to start with we had a lot of fun with the slingshot ride. We're all over the world.
Thank you.
So these are two Marines on the slingshot ride in Orlando, and they're looking for a countdown before they let it go.
Hey, can you give me like a countdown? Before you go?
This is the greatest. Two Marines.
Two Marines.
Two Marines. Yep.
If elected, these become Donald Trump's bodyguards. That's what's happening there.
Oh my gosh. This was the greatest. I love it.
That was not a countdown. All right, another one of my favorites, and this was taken somewhere in Europe, and it was a guy who put his bathing suit on in the middle of winter. His pool was covered with ice, so he thought he'd get all he was all pumped to jump in the pool and break the ice.
Oh boy.
Eis hier überall. Sogar überall rein.
Give us a flex. Give us a flex. Come on. There you go.
There we go. He's a manly man.
Yeah.
He's a manly man. There we go. That is not a good. Yeah. Oh, man.
All right, I'm telling you, we should have done this with an audience for the last 6 years. I'm telling you right now. All right, not discounting you. Now, Andrew Grantham was on the program, and he's a voice artist. I think he lives in Sudbury, Ontario now. And we found out later that he was the voice, this Canadian guy was the voice of this dog who was not going to get bacon.
Oh, yeah, I love this one.
So, you know, I went to the fridge, and I opened up the meat drawer. You know what the meat drawer is, right?
Yeah. What was in there?
Well, I'll tell you what was in there. You know that bacon that's like maple? It's got maple flavor.
The maple kind, yeah.
Yeah, so I took that out, and I thought, I know who would like that. Me. So I ate it.
Oh, no. You kidding me?
Nope. I took some chicken. I put some cheese on it. Then I covered it with...
Covered it with what?
I covered it with cat treats. Then guess what?
What?
I gave it to the cat.
There you go. I know. All right, so then, of course, we came across one day the man... I don't know if you remember that. This is the guy the first guy on the internet who put his pants on without using any hands.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh yeah, we remember.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah. This is classic. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, now he's just showing off.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah.
That's something you can put on a resume for sure. There you go.
Any special skills? I can put my pants on with no hands.
That's right. That'll get you the job every time.
I'm just trying to think of when that comes in handy. When does that come in handy? Oh my gosh, I've only got 30 seconds left?
Oh,
we gotta have more than that.
We'll take all the time you want.
Do what you want, Jeff.
Okay, I have 3 minutes lead. 3. This is not a signal for 3 minutes. This is 3 minutes. This is 30 seconds. Vern has just shown up. Don't let us. Vern has shown up. Let's not. All right. Okay. Thank you, Vern. Free to go? All right. This, I believe, happened in Toronto, these ducks. This is really cool. A little windy. No, gathered studio audience. They're okay. They're all, look at that. Yeah. It's a little bit of a weight issue here. Lee says I have 2 minutes left. How much, Vern? 2? All right, let's get to these last two because they're classics. Anyway, these ducks are all okay. And there they go in line. So the final two, you know, Fenton is. Fenton is a story.
Classic.
Fenton is a guy walking his dog in a park somewhere in England, and he runs into these, I think it was deer, and his dog gets loose. And you have to listen to this. You have to listen. Okay, now I can tell you that Fenton, by the way, you know, Fenton now, that made it everywhere on the internet. It had the running of the bulls with the guy yelling Fenton. Fenton now has his own website and merchandise store. So, and you know what? So, this isn't necessarily the best video, I don't think, but it's the one that to this day will be sitting there and someone will break out into this particular song. There's a baby monkey riding backwards on a pig's back, and someone tried to bend over and pet the baby monkey. By the way, you can now get an app of the baby monkey.
Are you serious?
So there you go.
See?
Yeah. So
classic.
Those were some of the things I found on the internet. There you go. All right. It was great fun doing that.
It's a bad
There you go.
It's a bad
All right. There you go.
Shop a large variety of yellow, white, and rose gold earrings, hand-picked sparkling diamond pieces, the fabulous Nikki Lazzoni collection, and more at the Goldsmith, Churchill Square. Bring in your gently used hair appliances before July 3rd and receive up to $20 off any new appliance at Chatters. Ask about the June Beauty Bonus and your free gift with color service. We're talking great hair at Chatters.
I just want a little color for my son's wedding.
Don't worry, I'm getting really good at this.
When it comes to getting the results you deserve, experience is everything. Robotham Mackay Marshall.
From Gentech Vinyl Siding's exclusive color matching system to Cape Cod Finish Wood Siding's PPG applied coating technology, you'll find color has no limits to inspiration at Notre Dame Castle Building Centers.
Medical emergencies and accidents do happen. Make sure you're covered. Call St. John's Life Insurance today.
The Better Hearing for Life Lottery. We're in our final days to get tickets. Buy online at betterhearingforlifelottery.com. Last day to get tickets is midnight, June 18th.
Honda Town has your Honda ATVs, motorcycles, lawnmowers, generators, outboard motors, side-by-sides, and water pumps. Plus, we service what we sell. Honda Town Carboneer.
Sweetie, you keep eating those and you're going to turn into one.
Lay's potato chips. One taste and you're in love.
Hello, everyone. For all your news and information, join me, Glenn Carter, along with Lynn Burry and Eddie Shear, weeknights 6 p.m. for the NTV Evening News Hour.
I'm Jeff Hutchison, and you're watching Canada AM on NTV.
Hi there, I'm Heather Gillis with your Canada AM News Update. Well, you may know the statue of the fighting Newfoundlander in Bowering Park, but do you know his name and his story? As a part of the ongoing efforts to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the First World War, a special addition to that statue was unveiled. NTV's Jody Cook was there and has Corporal Thomas Pittman, the man the statue depicts.
The statue of the fighting Newfoundlander has long been a prominent part of the landscape here at Bowering Park. But today, a special storyboard sharing the narrative of the fighting Newfoundlander was unveiled. Corporal Pittman is the soldier who stood to pose for this monument, and a number of generations of his family were here to see the unveiling of the storyboard.
Today, we unveil this informative storyboard that details the history of the unveiling of the statue of the fighting Newfoundlander.
In that it will tell the story of the statue and it'll tell a little bit about the story of the Royal Newfoundland Regiment and in particular of Corporal Pittman, so that all of us, not just our children, not just the children of the future, but any passers-by in this park will now have the opportunity to clearly understand the commitment and the sacrifices that Newfoundlanders have made.
I just wish more of my family could have been here today, because they remember more than I do. I've never knew much about the fighting Newfoundlander, but I knew a lot about my dad.
When you come here and you see his face forever enshrined in the statue, what does that evoke inside of you?
Oh, a very loving feeling and a proud feeling that he's just there whenever I can look and see, and it does resemble him very much.
If your father could see today this turnout,
he would smile.
Today's unveiling was special for more reasons than one. For today was Corporal Pittman's birthday. In Bowering Park, Jody Cook, NTV News.
And that's your checkpoint. I'm Heather Gillis, back to Canada AM for the last time.
The Crank Up Your Kitchen event is on now at Atlantic Home Furnishings. Save 20% instantly on any Frigidaire professional appliance till June 29th at Atlantic Home Furnishings. Feels like home.
Together, we're building better communities. In June, the Atlantic Canada Regional Council of Carpenters, Millwrights and Allied Workers will commemorate its 5th anniversary. The ACRC would like to thank its members and contractor partners for their tremendous efforts in supporting our continued growth.
We look forward to working with you to continue building better communities for years to come.
Help us celebrate with a Union Awareness event Saturday, June 4th at Bowering Park in St. John's. Bring your family and friends. There will be food, fun, and skills demonstrations. All are welcome.
I don't have potential. I will never think that I matter. I know I'm a failure. I don't believe respect and kindness are worth it. I know I couldn't avoid disappointment until I turned my life around. Until I turned my life around, I couldn't avoid disappointment. I know respect and kindness are worth it. I don't believe I'm a failure. I know that I matter. I will never think I don't have potential.
Thank you for supporting Tim Hortons Camp Day. This year you helped 19,000 kids turn their lives around.
Oh, look at this chair. Loves it.
And you will love the selection and value at Smith's Furniture and Appliances, Topsail Road, Upper Gullies, and Whitburn.
Dad, the side of your face is drooping. Mom?
It's probably nothing.
You're slurring. Why are you slurring? Raise your arms up in the air for me.
Dad, are you okay?
Lacey, call 911.
No, I'm just sleepy.
Chad? Tim?
Dad?
How you feeling?
Fine.
well, you've had a stroke. But because you got here quickly, you're looking at a full recovery.
Hey, it's Patty and Caitlin with your 2016 OZFM Summer Cruiser team.
Pick up your 2016 OZFM Winter Circle at participating sponsors or when you see us.
Put it on your vehicle, you can win cash, concert tickets, and much more.
Plus, you can win a $10,000 fishing trip for two to Igloo Lake, Labrador.
Brought to you by First Choice Haircutters. Great haircuts, colors, and more for the whole family for over 25 years. And The Paint Shop, Canada's largest Florist First retailer.
Step into the OZFM Winter Circle and win big all summer long.
Honda Town has your Honda ATVs, motorcycles, lawnmowers, generators, outboard motors, side-by-sides, and water pumps. Plus, we service what we sell. Honda Town Carboneer.
Good morning, I'm Beverly Thompson, Jeff Hutchison, Marcy Ian.
Well, and as you're aware, CTV has announced that after 43 years, we are airing our last show today.
Last hour.
Yeah. I've got, hang on, I have new tissues.
Oh, because I'm nearly through this box.
That's full. Okay, that one's full. All right.
We thank you, guys.
There you go. Those are some of the Canada producers.
Thank you.
Almost all of them.
Yeah, wow.
Thank you. And thank you to all of you, because everybody's weighing in. You're hitting us up on Facebook and Twitter and just about everything. We so appreciate all of your messages. We love you, Canada. We really do.
And we're reading them all, too. So
you're reading all of them. We'll respond to them. We're trying in between commercial breaks, but we will. We've worked together, the three of us, for more than 12 years. It's been a long time. And some of our most memorable moments have been when we took this show on the road. So we want you to have a look at that.
Most significant day in history. Today, for the first time ever, there will be the signing of an official peace treaty between an Arab country and Israel.
Canada AM celebrates Canada. From Montreal.
Welcome to Montreal. We are broadcasting from Place des Arts, June 6th. I'm Beverly Thompson.
And I'm Marcy Ian. Montreal, of course, is the place to party in the summertime, is it not?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm up here. And when I say up here, I mean 150 meters above the city of Paris. Boy, I'll tell you, there's the Eiffel Tower and Esplanade Trocadero.
Get a great view from Paris from above.
So this is St. James Palace, which is extraordinarily old and was built by Henry VIII.
1, 2, 3.
And good morning. Welcome back to a special broadcast at Canada AM in the historic city of Kingston, Ontario. We're broadcasting from Market Square with a few of our friends who've come down to join the fun.
Canada AM coming here from CN Tower.
Norm is outside washing windows.
Norm?
Oh, you're there, Norm.
This is Peking's department store number 1. 3,000 employees in this store, and last year they sold more than $120 million worth of goods.
In Japan, there's no such thing as an ordinary cup of tea.
We are originating in Saskatoon today.
Jack and Kitty Bitty.
Hey, good morning, guys. You're not the only ones having a party. Let's go here, Giovanni. There we go. I'll tell you what, in Kitty Bitty Harbor here, look who I've got with us, huh?
Right here in our set in downtown Toronto, Tiff Central.
This is where people can come in Fort McMurray and find out all about the oil sands and the extraction process.
This is Belfast's new $160 million Titanic exhibit.
Well, I was waited right outside the Henry VIII gate, and then afterwards I went in.
But we met Will and Kate last night, and I mean, hello, Kate, how are you? That close.
Okay, here we go, Karina.
Where are we now exactly, Marty?
Well, we're in the Arctic Circle in Baffin Island.
And good morning once again. Our special broadcast coming from Iqaluit, Nunavut.
And see us here, Tom Duffy is here. They're doing the Wild Rover. Why don't you sing along at home?
And good morning, Bev, and a good morning to the people that have come out from Goderich today. Amazing crowd this morning, Bev.
And well, it's located on this historic Juno Beach. It's the story of Canada in World War II.
Thanks, everyone. You run, see if you can fire that cannon. We'll get out of the way.
Let's do it.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
There she goes.
What always amazes amazes me about those road shows is because we're early, right? But people came out in the dark in a lot of those locations
They
just to
came
be
out
there.
and they shared their stories of watching the show with their signs and their enthusiasm, and thank you.
It was really nice to be able to ramp up those remotes from being in department stores to actually actually out in actual Canada. Yeah. And that was Storm Perry.
I know.
Good morning from Saskatoon. So he was on for 15 years, though. 15 years for Norm. Great. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Wow.
So we'd love to hear your memories of Canada. You've been sending them in. Please keep them coming. We're reading them. Feel free to share on our Facebook page, tweet us, or post a message to our Instagram page.
Now, as we've done every morning, we're not going to stop now. We turn to today's top stories. It was an ugly scene last night in San Jose, California. Supporters of Donald Trump were attacked outside a rally for the Republican candidate. Before the rally, protesters waving Mexican flags stormed Trump supporters as they made their way inside. Trump hats were burned, while one man was punched in the head and a woman pelted with eggs. The clashes continued afterwards, prompting police to set up a line of officers. Despite the violence, there were no serious injuries. Police say a few arrests were made and one officer was assaulted. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will meet with the chief of Attawapiskat on June 13th. That's a week from next Monday. The troubled Northern Ontario First Nation remains under a state of emergency after a spate of suicide attempts. Trudeau will meet in Ottawa with Chief Bruce Shishish and a delegation of young people from First Nations across Northern Ontario. On Thursday, Health Minister Jane Philpott and NDP MP Charlie Angus visited both Attawapiskat and Kashechewan First Nation to get a first-hand look at the conditions people are facing there. The flooding in Texas has claimed more lives. 5 soldiers were killed when a truck overturned in the water. 4 others are still missing. The truck jackknifed in a creek during a training exercise near the Fort Hood Army base. 3 of the soldiers were rescued and are in stable condition. Aerial and ground crews have been searching a creek that winds through a heavily wooded area. Parts of Texas were pounded by rain last night, and more than half of the state is under flood watches or warnings at this time. At least 6 people died in floods last week. To the flooding in Europe now, where the Seine River in Paris is expected to reach 6 meters above its normal level. The floodwaters are causing some chaos at tourist sites in the French capital. The world-famous Louvre and Orsay museums had to close so staff can move priceless artworks to safety. Thousands of people near the city have been forced to leave their homes. Flooding across France and Germany has left at least 11 people dead. More downpours are forecast through the weekend. Some red faces at FedEx and a big apology after a quick and sloppy delivery in Winnipeg that was all caught on tape.
So everything up here was all soaking wet. You can see it.
Bruce McCutcheon wondered why the doorbell never rang when he got the package. After checking a security camera, he was shocked to find the FedEx driver threw the box from the sidewalk to the front lawn. He missed the porch, picked up the package, and threw it once again. The company called the behavior unacceptable and inconsistent with the professionalism FedEx demonstrates every day. Might have a career in football.
It's hard to believe there isn't a single person on earth who doesn't realize that anything they do
There's
can
video
be taped.
everywhere.
There is video.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's video everywhere.
Not once, but twice. I threw it, didn't get there, I'm going to throw it again.
well, he did want to get it on the on the porch. He did want to get it on the porch.
That's right.
That far. Anyway, all right, boy, we're in the last hour here, so let's get to the weather, and we'll keep going for you. And we're actually having a little bit of a party here, so it's pretty darn fun here this morning on Canada AM, as it has been for 43 years. So, I'm sorry?
Can I just come in and say bye?
Can you say goodbye? I'm on the air.
I know.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Next? Okay. That's the first. The kiss, I mean. Fredericton.
Yeah.
All right. So we're looking here at mainly sunny conditions. 22-24 Edmonton, Calgary. Fort McMurray, a little bit of local smoke for you today. Regina, Saskatoon, sunny. A little bit of shower activity in Winnipeg. You could see some thunderstorms with that as well. Cloudy for the most part in Timmins, and Thunder Bay is a sun-cloud mix. But look at these temperatures right through into Quebec City. A little more cloud in the Maritimes today. We've got Fredericton at 19 with 5 to 10 millimeters of rain. Mainly cloudy Halifax, Sydney, Charlottetown, Corner Brook 18, 12 in St. John's, and mainly sunny. That's the weather on Canada AM.
The Daughter is a powerful reimagining of Honor Gibson's play, The Wild Duck. Academy Award winner Jeffrey Rush stars in the film, along with Odessa Young. I had a chance to sit down with both of them at the Toronto International Film Festival.
I met Charlotte.
What are you guys talking about?
Maybe we should talk about this later.
No, it's just me.
He may not say anything.
I can't lose them, Henry.
Why have I never met Christian before?
Well, he just left town after his mum died and I didn't hear from him.
Congratulations on The Daughter, on doing this film. It takes people in, I think, unexpected directions. I didn't know where I was, like, you really have to kind of, you can't anticipate, I guess. It's a really interesting film that explores relationships in a very different way. Tell me what your impression was when you first read it.
I knew it was based on Ibsen. And that's, you think you're watching a drama, but in fact you end up watching a tragedy. But it's entertaining tragedy. Do you know what I mean? You don't think, oh, I've got to sit through. I think the play originally is 3.5 hours long or something, and you go, I don't know, watch that. Simon Stone, as a director-writer, he's got a great gift for just sharp, contemporary
and a theater background, too.
Yeah, he hit the scene about 5 years ago with a classical repertoire. You know, he would do Thyestes by Seneca. Nobody wants to go and see that. But his production
but he could do it. That's the amazing thing.
Was electric and
he made people want to go
wild.
see that.
He did. He did. It was great.
And Odessa, let me ask you about Hedwig, because in the beginning I thought, ooh, am I supposed to like her? I don't know if I'm supposed to like her. Yeah. It's a difficult role to kind of, you know, I would imagine, because there's a lot of different layers to her.
Yeah, like her, I'm not sure. That's a very personal thing, but I think sympathize with her. I mean, she's kind of, she's this product of people who can't communicate with each other, and she's kind of the butt of all jokes in a way, where she's quite an innocent character that gets caught up in this whirlwind, and whether you like her or not is, yeah, like I said, it's a personal thing, but I think, yeah, she's definitely a character to be sympathized with.
It is interesting because there's a real push and pull in Harry's character as well, as to like, not like, don't know, where's he going, what's he thinking. Did you explore that a little bit when you took on the role?
Yeah, look, for me, I've had a few flamboyant parts on my CV, and
I'd say
it was sort of very refreshing to meet with Simon and be offered this role, because I'm older now, and suddenly it feels like a whole new area of possibilities has come up, you know. I've played Lady Bracknell in the theatre because I can.
Yeah, right.
I'm the right age.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm about to do King Lear while I can still remember the lines before I get too old and doddery. So, you know, 5 years ago, I would never have thought about playing a patriarch in a logging town. Do you know what I mean? It just didn't seem like my turf. So it was nice to have something with new dimensions to it.
Tell me what's going on.
Not now, please.
You don't think it's cool to let him keep living that lie?
The Daughter opens on June 24th. We'll be right back.
When contractors and do-it-yourselfers need selection, service, and experience, they shop Powers Castle Building Center, Rope Walk Lane, in the heart of the city.
I just bought a Lotto Max last night.
Yes.
And I won $700,000.
What? Oh
wow. I love seeing that many numbers. Congratulations. That's wonderful news.
My wife's going to get half of it.
This week's Lotto Max jackpot is an estimated $35 million. This Friday could change everything.
I just called her and I let her know, but she doesn't believe me yet.
NTV's Weather Photo Contest continues. Email your weather-related photo to weatherphotocontest@ntv.ca and you'll instantly qualify to win an all-inclusive fishing trip for 4 to Igloo Lake Lodge in beautiful Labrador. And remember, watch NTV News First Edition and the NTV Evening News Hour. NTV's Weather Photo Contest brought to you by...
In a changing real estate market, you need expert advice. Trust RE/MAX Infinity for all your real estate needs. We're the real deal.
Ariel Charnas vlogging from Fashion Week. The look, soft, touchable volume. Let's see how they do it backstage. Wow, that's volume. And it doesn't feel stiff or crunchy either.
New TRESemmé Beautiful Volume, a revolutionary reverse system.
First condition for softness, second shampoo to wash away weight, and style for touchably soft volume. Now my volume feels so good.
New TRESemmé Beautiful Volume, professional at your fingertips.
Hey, it's Patty and Caitlin, your 2016 OZFM Summer Cruiser team. We just pulled over another winner. Can we get your name, please?
Laura.
All right, Laura, please pick an envelope. Let's see how much you got there. $100! You just stepped into the OZFM winner circle.
Stick with the winner. Win with the sticker. The 2016 OZFM winner circle is back.
Hickey's Timber Mart, offering fast next-day delivery and Air Miles reward miles too. Newfoundland owned and operated for over 40 years. Hickey's Timber Mart, Harbor Main, CBS, and Torbay Road.
Okay, big question. Is it the end of ZAYN and GIGI? E-Talk's Liz Trenier joins us now with all the details. Liz, is this a break or a breakup? What's going on?
You know, say it ain't so. Another teen, young Hollywood star couple are breaking up, apparently. Now, we have not heard confirmation from either party. However, we're hearing reports, sources very close to the couple are saying they are done. They've been known to take some breaks here and there, and they also both have very busy schedules. However, last night, Gigi Hadid was seen out in LA with her gal pal, Kendall. Now, Kendall, in several different interviews, Gigi has said is her confidant. Like, she goes to Kendall every time anything's going on in her personal life, that she needs advice, and Kendall has been able to get her through that. And also with past breakups like Joe Jonas and Cody Simpson. So we've seen this before. We're not confirming anything just yet. However, we are saying that it's not looking good.
She will be your co-host, though, and you are trustworthy and lovely. This is for the iHeart MMVA, so maybe you can find out the deets.
Yes, you know what? It's going to be a very telling moment when she walks the red carpet. Will she walk it alone? Will she walk it with ZAYN? And will there be any reference? You know, sometimes when there's been a big breakup and there's been something of this magnitude, like the iHeartRadio MMVAs, people make it a little jab, being like, yeah, it's kind of like my boyfriend X or whatever, you know. So we're definitely going to be keeping you posted on that, and I'll be keeping ears to the wall.
As you always do, Liz Trenier. Let's get to Prince now. This is just so sad. It really is.
This is a story that I think affected all of us, and I think now that the autopsy report has come out, it's just so sad that it was an unintentional overdose we're seeing of fentanyl. Now, fentanyl is typically an opiate that is used for chronic pain. This is something that we've known Prince has had an issue with his hip. There was a big lesion on his hip, saying that he's had surgery, and he was coping with that. And the fact that he overdosed on something, it's just even more devastating, even though we already thought and speculated speculated that this was what it is. Also, let it be known that several reports said that Prince was suffering from HIV/AIDS, and the report actually says there were no other conditions, no other significant conditions to be reported, and that he was treating them. So these allegations or these claims are false, that he was suffering from HIV/AIDS. So it is in fact fentanyl and opiates that he died from.
So sad, but at least we have the music, Liz. That lives on.
Absolutely. And you guys live on too. I love Canada AM.
You're a sweetie pie. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, we'll see you soon. For all the latest entertainment news, head over to etalk.ca. Coming up on AM in 15 minutes, Mark Cullen has the 411 on everyone's favorite perennial, pastas.
True Lumber Kelligrews is your one-stop building material shop. From decking to roofing and more. Ask about free estimates. In business for over 60 years.
Dad, the side of your face is drooping. Mom?
It's probably nothing.
You're slurring. Why are you slurring? Raise your arms up in the air for me.
Dad, are you okay?
Please say call 911.
No, I'm just sleepy.
Chad? Tim!
Dad?
How you feeling?
Fine.
Well, you've had a stroke. But because you got here quickly, you're looking at a full recovery.
All roads. All friends. All places the road ends. All potholes. Mud holes. Even the endless supply of bleep holes. All the crazy weather days, and all the weekend getaways. The Subaru Impreza, Canada's most affordable all-wheel drive.
Call Line X about their Asparadex flooring system. It's seamless, comes in a variety of colors, won't yellow or fade, and isn't affected by salts. You'll be floored.
Oh, look at this chair. Loves it.
And you will love the selection and value at Smith's Furniture and Appliances, Topsail Road, Upper Gullies, and Whitburn.
Paul's teacher helped him take on life's challenges.
But I just want to say thank you for everything you've done.
Kristen's teacher inspired her.
You encouraged me from the very, very beginning.
John's teacher motivated him to rebuild a community.
Well, thank you for everything that you did at that point and up to today.
If you have your own story, share it with us. Let's thank all our province's great teachers.
Bud Light celebrates Canada's big birthday, Thursday, June 30th with Hey Rosetta. Tickets online at georgestreetlive.ca or at participating North Atlantic Orange Store. Canada's big birthday bash with Hey Rosetta, Thursday, June 30th. There's only 4,000 tickets on sale for this show. Get yours today. Presented by Bud Light and your exclusive media sponsors, NTV, the Newfoundland Herald, and Newfoundland's OZFM.
Hi there, I'm Heather Gillis with your Canada AM News Update. Well, you may know the statue of the fighting Newfoundlander in Bowring Park, but do you know his name and his story? As a part of the ongoing efforts to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the First World War, a special addition to that statue was unveiled. NTV's Jody Cook was there and has Corporal Thomas Pittman, the man the statue depicts.
The statue of the fighting Newfoundlander has long been a prominent part of the landscape here at Bowring Park. But today, a special storyboard sharing the narrative of the fighting Newfoundlander was unveiled. Corporal Pittman is the soldier who stood to pose for this monument, and a number of generations of his family were here to see the unveiling of the storyboard.
Today, we unveil this informative storyboard
that details the history of the unveiling of the statue of the Fighting Newfoundlander.
In that it will tell the story of the statue and it'll tell a little bit about the story of the Royal Newfoundland Regiment and in particular of Corporal Pittman, so that all of us, not just our children, not just the children of the future, but any passers-by in this park will now have the opportunity to clearly understand the commitment and the sacrifices that Newfoundlanders have made.
I just wish more of my family could have been here today because they remember more than I do. I've never knew much about the Fighting Newfoundlander, but I knew a lot about my dad.
When you come here and you see his face forever enshrined in the statue, what does that evoke inside of you?
Oh, a very loving feeling and a proud feeling that he's just there whenever I can look and see, and it does resemble him very much.
And if your father could see today this turnout,
he would smile.
Today's unveiling was special for more reasons than one. For today was Corporal Pittman's birthday. In Bowring Park, Jody Cook, NTV News.
And that's your checkpoint. I'm Heather Gillis, back to Canada AM for the last time.
OceanX, your one-stop solution for freight transportation to and from Newfoundland. OceanX, there's more to us than you think.
Safety is an instinct that's inherent in us all. And protecting you on the road is the whole idea behind Nissan Intelligent Safety Shield technologies. Like forward emergency braking that's engineered to apply brake pressure if you fail to respond. Now get finance rates from 0% plus up to $1,000 finance cash. Choose Sentra, an IIHS awarded top safety pick plus from $170 a month at 0.99% APR. That's like paying just $39 a week during the Nissan Safety for All sales event.
The Janeway Telethon is fast approaching. Your donation and support do more than you can imagine. Donate today to janewayfoundation.nf.ca and tune in to the Janeway Telethon June 4th and 5th on NTV.
LaDrew Lumber Kelligrews is your one-stop building material shop. From decking to roofing and more. Ask about free estimates. In business for over 60 years.
The Ride for Sight is Canada's longest-running motorcycle charity event as it rolls into Gander June 24th to 26th. Visit rideforsight.com.
Lotto 649 has had 8 new winners in just 12 months, all across Atlantic Canada. New Lotto 649 millionaires in Newfoundland and Labrador. 4 more winners in Nova Scotia. And a multi-million-dollar 649 jackpot win in New Brunswick. With 8 Lotto 649 wins of $1 million or more in only 12 months, could you be next to play and win big?
Now playing on OZFM.
Can't keep my hands to myself. Hands to myself. Can't keep my hands
Newfoundland's OZFM.
Cowan's Optical. Drop by one of their 6 convenient locations, locally owned and operated. Cowan's Optical, a frame for every face.
For more than a decade, Mark Cullen has been our man in the garden. Today, he's singing the praises of the hearty and handsome pasta. Mark's advice and tips to come your way in 10 minutes.
Good morning. Also ahead, no matter which genre of music is your favorite, chances are you boogied or line danced, samba, and even Lindy hopped to our AM soundstage performers. Coming up this half hour, we'll look back at a selection of the musical greats who have graced our stage over the years.
Before that, we're going to get to this, your morning headlines, and starting with this story, a conference aimed at reviving peace talks between Israel and the Palestinians is underway in Paris this morning. Diplomats from Europe, the UN, and the Arab League arrived for the conference, where they were joined by French President François Hollande and U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. The conference is aimed at restarting the Middle East peace process. Hollande said that direct talks between Israel and the Palestinians has not worked, so their representatives weren't invited. Israel has already come out opposed to the summit, saying it will fail. Closing arguments have wrapped in the Tim Bosma murder trial, with the Crown telling the jury the two men accused killed an innocent man and burned his body for, quote, the thrill of it. Lawyers for Mark Smitch and Dylan Millard have said the pair only planned to steal a truck and that the killing was a mistake. The Crown said this was no mistake, describing it as a planned and deliberate murder. Bosma of Ancaster, Ontario, was killed after taking two men for a test drive in his truck 3 years ago. Millard and Smitch have pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder. The judge will begin his instructions to the jury next Friday. A happy ending to a 6-day-long drama after a 7-year-old Japanese boy is found safe and unharmed. Yamato Tanuka was discovered in a little-used military facility about 5 kilometers from where he was last seen. His parents say they dropped him off in the forest for punishment for bad behavior. When they returned moments later, Yamato had disappeared. Once he was found, he was airlifted to a hospital where he is said to be in good condition. A set of triplets from Estonia will make history this summer as they go for gold in the Olympic marathon. Calling themselves the Trio to Rio, Leila, Lily, and Lena Luik are often mistaken for each other, but determined to do better than the other. Twins are not uncommon in the history of the Olympics, but this will mark the first time that triplets are competing at the same time. The 30-year-old sisters are unlikely Olympians. They turned pro at the relatively late age of 24 and don't come from an athletic family. They're even running in stride.
I know, right?
Right there. Good luck to them.
So Mark Cullen's coming up, right?
Yes.
So Mark and I have done the gardening for 15 years, and I hope other gardeners are a lot better, because all I can retain from Mark is that dirt is brown and plants are green. And
good, Jeff. That's good. Yeah.
Really?
Takeaway.
He's got all those Latin names flying in and out. And I have nodded approval for 15 years with that guy.
You've been so good together.
Yeah,
And knowingly.
And yes,
That's
isn't
the
that the key to good TV? Just making people think you know what you're talking about.
Say it with confidence.
On that vein, let's go to the weather. For the last time, here you go. Fredericton, 5 to 10 millimeters of rain. We're seeing some rain in through Caracat, and the rest of the Maritimes mainly cloudy today. So you've got essentially, oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Okay, I'll just keep the weather. These are all our producers. Just keep the weather going. Okay.
We love you.
Thank you. Try and catch your city as it flies by.
Don't block me.
If you could, that would be right there. Okay, thanks, Trace. How are you?
Good.
Okay, excellent. How's the baby? Good?
She's excellent.
Okay,
Leanne,
had a baby.
Mine? Yes, Leanne.
Oh, here comes Leanne. Late.
My signage again?
Oh, no, what? Oh.
Canada. It's Mom's birthday.
Of course it is. It's your mom's, Cece's birthday? Yeah, it's okay.
72.
She's 72. Do you think, I don't think, should I have said that? She's 72? No. Okay, if you add, here's what we'll do. If you add these temperatures, I think you'll get Cece's birthday. It's like a code. Just add these numbers, and that's how old Cece is. Oh, okay, here comes our guest coordinator, Vic. Okay, all right. Did the weather happen?
Yeah, it happened. Does it matter? Does it really matter?
Where's Glenn?
I know.
Glenn?
Where's Glenn?
Our cameraman.
Come on, Glenn, bring it in. Let's hug it out. Okay, Glenn, our male model for years. All right, there you go. All right.
See her.
That apparently was your weather on Canada AM.
Welcome to Adult Wellness at the Works. Large indoor walking track, group fitness, and aquatic programs in a friendly environment. The Works, something for everyone.
Reward yourself with Twisto's Bites in new toasted garlic and rosemary flavor. Twisto's, a twist on the everyday.
With Rogers, you get proven reliable internet speeds and the fastest Wi-Fi technology. You get to discover the TV shows, sports, and movies you'll love. You get a home phone with unlimited North American calling. And with so many options to choose from, Rogers has the right bundle to meet your family's unique needs. Switch to a Rogers Ignite fixed price bundle for only $99.99 a month with unlimited usage and guaranteed pricing for 3 years.
Crown Cabinets and Fireplaces, your source for kitchen cabinets, staircases, and Napoleon fireplaces. Let Crown Cabinets and Fireplaces make your house into the home of your dreams.
Join me, Danielle Budd, every weekend for Jigs and Reels, 6 to 8 Saturday mornings, and your Sunday morning tradition continues. 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Sunday. Tune in for the best in Irish, Newfoundland, and traditional music.
Medical emergencies and accidents do happen. Make sure you're covered. Call St. John's Life Insurance today.
The following is an NTV News Checkpoint weather update.
Hi there, I'm Heather Gillis with your NTV weather update. For St. John's, the Avalon, Bonavista, and Burin Peninsulas today, it's going to be mainly sunny with a high of 12 degrees. Looks like there will be similar mild conditions to kick off your weekend. For the South Coast now, sun and cloud, 12 degrees there. A few showers overnight and cloudy tomorrow. For Central Newfoundland now, sun and cloud and 19 degrees. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day there with frost, though, overnight. For the West Coast now, sun and cloud today, but a few showers overnight, mostly cloudy and 18 degrees on Saturday. For the Northern Peninsula, 12 sun and cloud today, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers on Saturday. For Happy Valley Goose Bay now, 14 degrees, mostly cloudy, a few showers overnight, continuing at 10 degrees on your Saturday to kick off your weekend. That's your weather update. I'm Heather Gillis. Take care.
You might ask.
Well, let's start with, because then there's different kinds too. Let's start over there.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're growing hostas, that's a good question. Why grow them?
Golden Tiara, by the way. Golden Tiara. So the question, why grow hosta? First of all, they tolerate dry shade, and very few plants do. You know what that means? That you can plant them under the base of a tree, and they will get dry, and they're happy getting dry, because in time you're going to get back from the golf game, and you're going to water them.
Yeah.
It's a very forgiving plant. It's a very versatile plant. Takes sun, takes shade, not full dense shade, but takes shade, and they're pretty much insect and disease free, except for one thing. Public enemy number one of the hosta is the slug.
Oh, the slug.
The slug.
Okay.
The slug or the snail, which is the same thing. One's got a shell.
Okay, so now we've got a series here of little hostas. So starting at the end there,
that's mouse ears, blue mouse ears. And what I wanted to do today, Jeff, is demonstrate the diversity of the family of hosta. Guess how many different varieties there are, starting with the little ones?
Okay, I'm going to say 40.
There are over 7,000 varieties of hosta. This is curly fries.
I'm just processing how many I was out there.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a good thing
so
we're not.
That's a hosta, even though it doesn't look like a hosta.
Yeah, it's called curly fries, and you can see why, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at that leaf. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Now, beside it
is Blue Angel.
Right.
Blue Angel is going to grow into a monster.
Well, and some of these can grow monster-like, right?
That one, and then one of the biggest of them all is this one next to it called Humpback Whale.
Right.
Humpback Whale will get over 1 meter wide and almost 1 meter high. So that really fills up some...
And you need to know that going in, because these things are going to need the space.
Yeah, it's true.
And this guy here.
Broad brim hat.
Broad brim hat.
So as it matures, it gets this really lovely curl to it.
Now, I have a question about this, too, which a lot of people will have, that at the end of the year, your hostas will kind of dehydrate, they'll fall out. But in the spring, a lot of times you're going to see huge kind of stalks coming out the top of them. Huge, you know...
Like leaves?
Tubes, yeah. But they grow up out the top. Do you cut those off? What are those?
Oh, you mean the finished blooms?
Yeah, the finished blooms.
Oh, I cut them off because I don't like the look of them.
Right.
But the fact is, the plant doesn't really care. So the plant is just fine with it. You're not harming the plant by leaving it there, but the landscape looks kind of messy.
Well, no,
so
people know what I mean, because they stick up all the blooms, stick up and everything else.
The finished bloom. And what is the plant attempting to do?
Regenerate, is it not?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, maybe
I'm sorry. I just asked
maybe you should ask the questions, because I nailed that one. Now, the other thing I just want to mention here, too, is, and you mentioned the one that's going to be 1 meter wide. So you have to know how big these things are going to go when you place them in your garden, because they have the potential to smother out other plants if they're too close.
That's true. And when you're planting them, the secret is?
Again, with the questions.
It's not a question. It's a statement you're going to finish for me.
Okay.
When you're planting a hosta, the secret to success depends on...
giving it plenty of room to grow.
And compost. Lots of compost. You want to plant it in a nice big hole and prepare the soil well. Some earthworm castings, too.
Mark Cullen, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, there you go.
Good to see you again.
Hey, and your blog will be on our website, canadaam.ctvnews.ca. Hosta, you say it.
La Vista.
There you go. Okay. All right, I love that guy. All morning, we've been remembering some of our great moments on Canada AM. We've been having a good time here, and here's a look back at some of our incredible guests and our adventures on the road.
Pleasure to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you. Good to see you.
I just want to thank you.
Pleasure.
Chat with me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I don't think Terry Gilliam ever said anything that I agreed with, which in 40 years is a lot of stuff.
Thank you very much for this. Appreciate it.
Oh, pleasure.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thanks for talking to me.
Gloria, keep traveling. Keep teaching us, please. What a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for chatting.
Thank you.
In our society, we make sure that people who exercise power are held to relentless criticism. That is one of the ways we keep people honest. It doesn't mean all criticism is valid or good.
Does that mean you'd never pay to become a space tourist?
I would rather chew pieces of cement than get on a spaceship. You kidding me?
But you're never going to retire. We were not going to picture you down in Florida golfing in a few years' time.
I might be in Florida, but I golf and bang. No, I won't be retiring. I don't understand that. The word itself is kind of strange, isn't it? Retire.
Tell me what happened that day.
Well, I don't like talking about it because it's a little bit embarrassing for me to talk about it, but it was just a family that was really in trouble, and they had a problem with a mortgage, which wasn't a huge mortgage, and I was able to help them out.
And because they had helped you out.
They helped me out.
You've got a granddaughter, a grandson on the way, potentially. Very exciting. You've even said you're in a good place in life. Why would you consider running?
Well, that's a great way to ask it, because most people ask it the other way.
Amazing. It's such an honor
to have
met you. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Thank you very much.
Station, this is Canada AM host Beverly Thompson. How do you hear me?
Beverly and Canada AM, I hear you loud and clear.
Will you do me a huge favor?
Sure.
Will you play a couple bars of Easy for me?
Are you kidding me?
Will you do that? Thank you so much.
In an out-of-tune piano. Easy like Sunday morning. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
The most significant day in history. Today, for the first time ever, there will be the signing of an official peace treaty between an Arab country and Israel.
Canada AM celebrates Canada. From Montreal.
Welcome to Montreal. We are broadcasting from Place des Arts. It's June 6th. I'm Beverly Thompson.
And I'm Marcy. Ian, Montreal, of course, is the place to party in the summertime, is it not?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm up here. And when I say up here, I mean 150 meters above the city of Paris. Boy, I'll tell you, there's the Eiffel Tower and Esplanade Trocadero. Get a great view from Paris from above.
So this is St. James Palace, which is extraordinarily old and was built by Henry VIII.
1, 2, 3.
And good morning. Welcome back to a special broadcast at Canada AM in the historic city of Kingston, Ontario. We're broadcasting from Market Square with a few of our friends who've come down to join the fun.
Canada AM coming to you from CN Tower.
Norm is outside washing windows. Norm? Oh, you're there, Norm.
This is Peking's department store number 1. 3,000 employees in this store, and last year they sold more than $120 million worth of goods.
In Japan, there's no such thing as an ordinary cup of tea.
We are originating in Saskatoon today.
Jack and Kitty Bitty.
Hey, good morning, guys. You're not the only ones having a party. Let's go here, Giovanni. There we go. I'll tell you what, in Kitty Bitty Harbor here, look who I've got with us, huh?
Right here in our set in downtown Toronto, Tiff Central.
This is where people can come in Fort McMurray and find out all about the oil sands and the extraction process.
This is Belfast's new $160 million Titanic exhibit.
Well, I was waited right outside the Henry VIII gate, and then afterwards I went in.
But we met Will and Kate last night, and I mean, hello, Kate, how are you? That close.
Okay, here we go, Karina.
Where are we now exactly, Marty?
Well, we're in the Arctic Circle in Baffin Island.
And good morning once again. Our special broadcast coming from the Iqaluit Nunavut.
See us here. Tom Garfield is here. What they're doing the Wild Rover. Why don't you sing along at home?
And good morning, Bev, and a good morning to the people that have come out from Goderich today. Amazing crowd this morning, Bev.
And well, it's located on this historic Juno Beach. It's the story of Canada in World War II.
Thanks, everyone. You run, see if you can fire that cannon. We'll get out of the way.
Let's do it.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Woo, there she goes. There she goes. Woo-hoo! Thank you.
NL Fruit Bouquets, same great product, just a different name. Now 100% Newfoundland owned and operated.
Just the way it should be.
Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice, squeezed from fresh-picked Florida oranges. There's no room for any added water or sugar, just the delicious taste of oranges. Tropicana Pure Premium, how orange juice should taste.
The Better Hearing for Life Lottery from the Canadian Hard of Hearing Association. We are in our final weeks to get tickets. Plus, our 50-50 extra is over $180,000. Get your tickets today at betterhearingforlifelottery.com.
Shop a large variety of yellow, white, and rose gold earrings, hand-picked sparkling diamond pieces, the fabulous Nikki Lazzoni collection, and more at the Goldsmith, Churchill Square.
OZFM.com keeps you up to date on what's happening. Newfoundland's OZFM. Make a request, enter contests, hear about the latest concerts and events, and listen live anywhere 24/7 to Newfoundland's OZFM.
The Crank Up Your Kitchen event is on now at Atlantic Home Furnishings. Save 20% instantly on any Frigidaire professional appliance till June 29th at Atlantic Home Furnishings. Feels like home.
The following is an NTV Newfoundland and Labrador news checkpoint.
Hi there, I'm Heather Gillis with your Newfoundland and Labrador update. Bonuses paid to senior managers at Nalcor have been under intense public scrutiny ever since the Dark NL blackouts. The company revealed that this year, managers and senior executives now are only receiving 75% of their bonuses because of Nalcor's overall performance. Nalcor told NTV News the decision was made by the compensation committee of the former board of directors. The cut affects last year's contract payments, which get paid out in 2016. The decision was made at the final meeting of the old Nalcor board of directors before it resigned. Nalcor says the cut affects bonuses to all managers and senior executives, including former CEO Ed Martin. That's your checkpoint. I'm Heather Gillis. Take care.
One of the absolute best parts of our show has been the chance to sit right in the front row at some incredible concerts.
You know, we've had hundreds of musicians on our AIM soundstage, from people just getting their start to the stars before they hit it big, to megastars who've gone on to top the charts.
So here's a look at some of the incredible music we've enjoyed over the years.
Is everybody ready? The band is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to perform a smash hit single, Rolling in the Deep, Adele.
We are loving this, right? This is fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, Diana Krall. George Canyon is someone we love having on this show.
And now, what you've been waiting for all morning.
Grammy Award-winning artist Jason Mraz performing from his new album, Love is a Four-Letter Word.
Here now, Lady Antebellum performing.
Hey, Jen, Michael Bublé.
Kanye West and Lady Gaga canceled their tour.
Once again, Terry Clark. The Bare Naked Lady. All right. Taking the stage once again, Blue Rodeo with Matlock.
Taking care of business. Take one.
Your game's on time. You can get to work by...
How am I doing?
Stick with what you know.
We've had some great musical acts, and you know, this is the end of the road for me, and I have enjoyed every single minute of coming into your homes and you allowing me in. We've really created a family here, and I've appreciated it. I have worked beside these two for over 12 years, and we are family. And speaking of family, I have to thank my wife Heather. I have to thank my kids, Lindsay, and my grandkids, Spencer and Charlotte, and Brandon and Heather, and their kids, Mackenzie and Emily, and Sarah and Pete, and my newest granddaughter Paisley, and of course my stepkids Hillary, Connor, and Jesse. On this shift you miss a lot, and they've been great, and I just really appreciate the fact that I wasn't there for a lot, and they have played this really well. So I'll miss you, and I'm coming home.
I just want to say, this has been the highlight of my career every day. It got better. I mean, from the day I walked in, when it was first announced I was going to be part of this team, it was so great. And I think what makes it great is all of you at home that have joined with us and been with us through all of those memories that we were showing you today. And I just love hearing the stories. It's been such a pleasure, an honor, and a privilege. And I do have to do a big shout out This is a very big team that we've got, and the team that you don't always see, you've been seeing a little bit of this morning. I don't know, Neelish, if you can throw up the control room, but the control room has driven this show. So many of our amazing folks up there. You know, it's really hard to get up at stupid o'clock for a long time, but the reason we do it is because we love doing it. And a big shout out all of the folks here who've been such amazing contributors over the years, our great producers, and thank you to all of you for coming this morning. Mostly thank you at home.
You know, it's been a dream come true. The two of you have been amazing. Seamus is in the house. Thank you. I mean, you gave a kid a shot who I'm not even sure deserved a shot. I am just beholden to so many, and I'm trying not to cry. But thank you, Canada, for taking quirky me and embracing me. Thank you to you guys. The stories that we've had the privilege of telling will stay with us forever, and hopefully they will impact you as well. Canada, it's been a love affair. It really has. The past couple of days has been amazing. Yesterday in particular, we've heard from so many people and continue to. Thank you for allowing us into your living rooms and bedrooms, dare I say, each and every morning.
People do say that. They
do say that. They watch us in bed. I don't know. Couples argue about that. I don't know. But we thank you so much. And to the AM fam, Bev mentioned it, Jeff mentioned it. There's no one better. We love you. You bring us joy. Thank you so much, Canada. Thanks
for being a part of today,
and
too.
You guys are the best. Yeah. Honestly, you rock. Thank you to Chapter 2.
So the way you close it, the way you always close it, what do you say?
Go ahead.
No, I can't. It's your line.
Bye, Canada.
The Morning Show, coming up next on Canada's Superstation, NTV.